Hey, Amanda, I can't take this anymore. Can you believe she's doing nothing even though she's in her last month of pregnancy? What kind of parenting did you do?
Oh, hello, Jacob. Mind filling me in on what you're talking about? It's all coming out of the blue and I'm a bit caught off guard here. Can you shed some light on the situation?
Oh, so you're playing dumb now. What else could I possibly be referring to? It's none other than your super lazy daughter. Just picture the horror show that is my house right now. It's disgustingly filthy and incomplete chaos. The bathroom floor is disgustingly dirty and there's a thick layer of dust lurking under every table. You know what? You've utterly failed as a parent. You couldn't even manage to teach your daughter the basic skill of properly cleaning a house? Shameful, really.
I get it. You're frustrated. But let's not be too tough on my daughter Laura. Have you ever noticed how huge her baby bump is? It's not realistic to expect her to be bending down and cleaning with that belly, right? If you're so worked up about your house being dirty, why not take matters into your own hands and clean it yourself? Instead of pointing fingers, let's find a solution that doesn't involve putting unnecessary pressure on Laura.
Are you kidding me right now? I've got a ton of work on my plate at the company. I'm not just lazing around all day like Laura. She's the one who's staying home all the time, so I expect her to give it her all and handle those household chores like a boss. No half-hearted attempts, but full-on perfection. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on a second. Are we talking about the same Laura here? 'Cause if we are, you've got it all wrong. My daughter is definitely not staying at home. She's still going to work every single day, just like she did before she got pregnant.
Look, I couldn't care less about what Laura does. She is probably stuck in some dead-end job earning peanuts. Who gives a damn, really? The truth is, I'm the one bringing home the bacon in this family. And it's an absolute disgrace to walk into this dump of a house after a hard day's work. Unlike your daughter, who's clearly accustomed to living in a dumpster fire thanks to her useless parents, I have some freaking standards. I refuse to tolerate a filthy pigsty. It's a clear indication of nothing but pure selfishness and laziness.
I think you might be expecting a bit too much from my daughter. Trust me, I've been through pregnancy myself. And I know firsthand how challenging it could be to handle all those morning sickness symptoms and cope with the physical and emotional changes. As her husband, it's only fair that you lend a helping hand with the household chores. It's important to spread the workload and make things easier for everyone.
You know what? I can't waste my precious time on someone who can't even handle the simple task of looking after the house while I'm out there busting my ass at work every damn day. I don't care what excuse you have, laziness is a big no-no in my household. That's why I'm leaving, Laura.
You're seriously considering leaving my daughter just because she can't fulfill all your demands when it comes to household chores?
Oh, absolutely. Let's get real here. What good is a woman if she can't even handle the domestic chores properly? If a woman can't excel at housework, she is basically useless. Let's face it, a woman's worth is solely determined by her ability to scrub toilets and fold laundry. And that's the harsh reality, plain and simple. End of story.
Let me tell you something. Life isn't about having a perfect mate for her wife. It's about love, understanding, and supporting each other through thick and thin. There's more to a partnership than just ticking off a checklist of chores, you know?
To be honest, Laura is just a total waste of space when it comes to handling household chores. She's practically a hindrance, always getting in my way and screwing things up. That's why I've made up my mind to send her your way. Feel free to throw a big extravagant party to welcome your daughter back into your home if that's what floats your boat. Either way, I don't want Laura anywhere near me for another freaking minute. She's become nothing more than a burden and I'm done dealing with her.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you would speak about my precious daughter in such a horrible way. What happened to all those promises and vows you made on your wedding day? Were they all just empty lies?
You do realize that marriage vows are a two-way street, right? Laura has completely failed in fulfilling her so-called duties as a wife, and I refuse to be stuck with someone so utterly useless.
Surely you're aware that she's carrying a child, aren't you?
Are you kidding me? Why should I give a damn about some useless unborn child? You do understand how things work, don't you? More kids mean more burdens and expenses to deal with. So honestly, it's actually a good thing that I can get rid of both Laura and her child. What a relief to be free from such a hassle. Good riddance, I say.
Listen, Jacob. If you're divorcing my daughter, you still have responsibilities. Alimony and child support are important obligations that you can't avoid forever.
Hold your horses. Who said anything about me getting divorced from Laura? I'm just leaving her at your place for a few days to teach her a lesson, you know, to make her realize how pathetic she is and hopefully transform her into a better wife when she finally crawls back to me. Anyway, I've got more important things to attend to, so I'm out of here. Take care of my little experiment, Amanda. See you whenever I feel like it. Bye.
Several days later.
Jacob, I demand an explanation from you now.
What's your problem? Can't you comprehend the fact that I'm actually working here? Couldn't you have picked a more convenient time to bother me instead of interrupting my precious work? Oh, for the love of you and Laura are just insufferable. Constantly getting in the way and annoying everyone with your petty problems. Honestly, it's like you two have a special talent for being a nuisance.
How dare you conveniently leave Laura at my doorstep and vanish into thin air like it's no big deal? Do you have any idea how irresponsible and thoughtless that is?
Oh, did I not make myself clear enough for your feeble mind? I clearly warned you in advance that I would be dumping Laura at your place. So your only responsibility was to let her into your precious little house. Don't even try to tell me that you're incapable of doing something as basic as that.
Jacob, your unreasonable and disrespectful behavior towards me is absolutely appalling. Have you no regard for the elderly? Show some respect, will you? Listen up. I demand to know what you've done to my daughter. What on earth did you do to make her this way? Did you even bother to glance at your own wife? Take a good look. Dark circles mar her eyes, her hair, nails, and skin are all dried up. Her fingers are cracked and bleeding. Her expression is laden with darkness, and her gaze remains fixated on a single point. It's as if she's lost the strength to even muster a smile. Do you even have the capacity to comprehend the anguish and devastation a mother endures witnessing her daughter deteriorate so drastically in a matter of months?
What? Are you really blaming me for that? Laura's the one who's slowed down due to her big belly. So how could it be my fault? Listen, housework is a woman's job. And Laura even lied about feeling sick just to get out of it.
Let's not jump to conclusions about my daughter lying and being sick. Frankly, I highly doubt that's the case. Surely you're aware that she's carrying a child, aren't you? Well, let me remind you that those morning sickness symptoms can strike at any given moment.
What? Don't make it sound like morning sickness is some kind of deadly, exhausting ordeal. It's not a disease, and every woman has to go through it during pregnancy. Do you even realize that your precious daughter had the nerve to ask me for help with the chores? Knowing damn well that I've been working my ass off all day? Unbelievable. Anyway, Laura is in the way and neglecting her responsibilities. So please take care of her until she pops out that baby. Thanks.
So you're telling me you want Laura to stay at my place until she gives birth? But wait a minute. Wasn't it just a few days you mentioned it before?
Well, I've had a change of heart and I've decided it's best if Laura stays with you instead of me. You see, I'm always swamped with work and completely clueless when it comes to taking care of pregnant women. But hey, you're a woman and you happen to be Laura's mother. So naturally, you must know exactly what to do, right? Enjoy the quality bonding time.
Fine then. I'll take her in. I can't trust you to care for her anymore.
Look, if your daughter is such a mess right now, it's because you failed to raise her properly. I get that your husband passed away when Laura was just a little kid. With no father around, she doesn't even know how to treat her husband. I'm the one suffering here. I'm literally the victim.
Jacob, I must say your behavior is truly intolerable. No man should speak about his wife in such a manner. It's not only cruel but also completely inhumane.
You know what? I don't really care. Oh, and here's another thing. Once the baby's born, come and pick it up yourself. Meanwhile, please re-educate your daughter, Laura, on how to be a proper wife, alright?
You're a terrible man, Jacob. I deeply regret letting Laura marry you. So do us all a favor and just disappear. Get lost and stay out of sight, both mine and my daughter's. I never want to set eyes on you ever again. Got it?
1 week later.
Laura, it's way past lunchtime. How about you take a little break from all the housework and join me for a nice lunch? It'll be a good chance to relax and refuel.
It's fine, Mom. You can go ahead and eat first.
Hey Laura, I don't want to pry or anything, but there's something I've been wanting to ask you. It's pretty important to me, so I'd appreciate it if you could give me an honest answer.
Where is it, Mom? I'm kinda in the middle of cleaning the house right now, so I might be a bit busy. What do you need?
Hey Laura, I've noticed ever since you moved in with me. You've been looking pretty down and gloomy. Is everything alright, sweetheart? Is something bothering you?
No, nothing's wrong, Mom. I'm totally normal, you know?
Could you please fill me in on what happened between you and Jacob? You've been so quiet lately and it's really got me worried. I feel bad that I haven't been able to spend as much time with you as before. You know I've been caught up with this latest project. And I only just got back to our country not too long ago.
It's all right, Mom. Remember, I told you before that you could go on your work trip and not worry about me. I mean it. I can handle things on my own.
Honestly, Laura, I must admit I was completely taken aback when Jacob called me and brought you over to my house. It was such a shock to see how much you've changed since before I went on my work trip. To be honest, it really broke my heart to see the difference. So tell me straight, Laura, were you wearing makeup every time we video called during my business trip?
Mom, I'm sorry. I lied to you. I knew you were busy with work, and I didn't want to burden you with my problems. I didn't want to worry you at all.
It's okay, sweetheart. You're safe here with me now. Please open up and tell me what happened between you and Jacob. I promise I'll do my best to help you through this.
You know, Mom, Jacob has always been so driven and focused in his career. Even after I got pregnant, he kept attending work parties and leaving me alone for most of the day. Whenever I needed help with anything, he wouldn't lift a finger to assist. It's like he didn't care. And on top of that, he even demanded that I do household chores even when I was feeling sick from the pregnancy. Sometimes, after a night of drinking, he'd bring his colleagues home and expect me to cook and clean up after them.
Oh my God. I can't believe you had to endure all of that, sweetheart. I'm so sorry you had to go through such a terrible situation. What you've just shared with me is absolutely unacceptable. But why didn't you tell me about this earlier? I wish you had confided in me sooner. I would have done everything in my power to support you and put a stop to all of that nonsense.
I don't know, Mom. I guess I just thought you were working so tirelessly and putting so much effort into your project. I didn't want you to do anything that could jeopardize your career. so I decided to tough it out. I tried to handle everything on my own. I even attempted to have the doctors explain to Jacob about the physical changes during pregnancy, but it was all in vain. And with my in-laws living so far away, only accessible by flight, I couldn't rely on them either. It felt like I was all alone in this.
I'm so sorry for not realizing this sooner, Laura. You had always put others before yourself. From now on, please prioritize yourself and your well-being, Laura. Whenever you feel like you're struggling, don't hesitate to ask for help.
Thank you, Mom. I can't express how grateful I am to have you by my side. I honestly don't know what I would do without you. I want you to know that it's not entirely your fault, okay? You warned me about Jacob's true character long before we even got married, but I was foolish and I didn't listen to your advice. I was completely deceived by him, thinking he was a good and caring man, and I rushed into marriage with him too quickly. In reality, it's me who owes you an apology. I'm sorry for not having your word, Mom. I deeply regret not listening to you, and I understand now how right you were about him.
It's all good now, sweetheart. Let's put all the negativity behind us and focus on taking care of ourselves. You deserve a lot of rest. Trust me, everything will be okay. I've got your back and together we'll get through this.
Few moments later.
Hello, Diane. It's Amanda, your next-door neighbor. Are you free right now? I was wondering if you have some time to talk.
Oh, hi Amanda. Yes, I'm free at the moment. Can I help you with anything?
Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting or anything, but I heard you used to be a therapist, right? I could really use your counseling skills at the moment because my daughter isn't doing too well. Do you think you can help me out?
My goodness, I'm so sorry. Yes, I used to be a therapist and I'll do my best to help you out. Just tell me what's going on with your daughter. What's been bothering her?
Well, my daughter Laura is currently going through a challenging situation due to her husband's reckless behavior. And she happens to be pregnant. As a result, she's staying with me until her baby's due date. Considering your expertise as a skilled therapist, I was wondering if you could kindly recommend a reputable clinic.
I'm sorry, but would you mind providing me with more details about your daughter's current situation? This will help me offer you a more tailored and accurate recommendation.
Laura is currently experiencing significant trauma due to the mistreatment she endured from her husband throughout her pregnancy. He consistently neglected her and subjected her to verbal abuse. He frequently prioritized his own desires, such as working late or socializing with friends, over fulfilling his responsibilities at home, leaving Laura to handle all the household tasks on her own. Adding insult to injury, he even had the audacity to drop off their daughter at my place, claiming that she would be an inconvenience.
What kind of person is he? How could he possibly subject his own pregnant wife to such mistreatment? It's a knack of pure cruelty that words simply cannot fully capture.
I'm shocked myself that he could stoop so low and treat my daughter in such a despicable manner. After staying at my place for a few weeks, Laura has managed to gain some composure. However, as her due date approaches, her emotional state has been increasingly unstable. It's disheartening to see that every time I come home from work, the house is spotless. Even when I insist she rest, she continues to take on household chores. She even attempted to move heavy mattresses or change burnt-out light bulbs. At times, she's tried to pack her bags and go home, fearing her husband's wrath.
Amanda, I must admit that Laura's situation is quite concerning. However, there is no need to worry. I can provide you with the addresses of a few reputable and suitable clinics for your daughter. Moreover, please rest assured that I'll keep a close watch on Laura while you're at work. I've already retired, so I'm more than willing to lend a helping hand.
Diane, I can't express how thankful I am for your support. Your assistance means everything to me and my daughter. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
You're most welcome, Amanda. We've been neighbors for so many years, and you've been there for me and my husband countless times in the past. This is the least I can do to show my gratitude and repay your kindness.
Hi, is this Jacob? It's me, Amanda. Oh, Amanda.
What's your problem this time, huh? Why do you always have to bother me at the most inconvenient moments? Can't you ever get the timing right and stop calling me?
All right, Jacob, let's get one thing straight. I don't like you, and if I could, I'd avoid talking to you altogether. But here's the deal. You're still my daughter's husband, and there's something she wants me to pass along to you.
What do you want now? Just get to the point already. I don't have any spare time to waste on your pathetic mind games.
Look, Laura just gave birth to your baby girl. If there's even a tiny bit of decency left in you, you might want to consider heading to the hospital and checking on your wife. It's the least you could do now.
Oh, great. I guess I'll reluctantly swing by the hospital whenever I find the time to witness the hideous little thing that Laura just managed to push out.
Excuse me? Hideous little thing? What are you talking about?
Oh, please. Spare me the fake shock. Are you seriously trying to act surprised? Everyone knows that newborns are downright repulsive, okay? They resemble monkeys, for crying out loud. Cute? Yeah, right. Not even close.
Mary is your daughter, all right? So do me a favor and watch her mouth when you're talking about her. Look, save me the pointless sermon, will you? I'm a grown man and I sure as hell don't need some nagging old hag like you telling me how to behave. Oh, so you've already given that hideous little creature a name, huh? Mary, huh? I can already tell that girl's gonna turn out just as worthless as her mother and grandmother. Are you even human anymore? Your wife just went through the ordeal of risking her life to bring your child into this world. Can't you muster up something nice to say for once?
Oh, great. So it's a girl, huh? Surprise, surprise. Figures that a woman like Laura would only produce utterly useless girls. You know what? I don't even feel like bothering to visit the hospital to check on Laura anymore. She's probably lying in bed, unbothered to even put on a makeup. I bet. And let's not forget how she's been packing on the pound since getting pregnant. Who in their right mind would want any association with an ugly wife and an ugly daughter? Certainly not me. That's for damn sure.
Jacob, you've crossed a serious line here. Cut it out with your hurtful words and apologize to me and your daughter immediately.
Oh well, now that she's done pushing out a kid, you can inform her to get her lazy ass back to my house and resume her role as the maid. Look at how generous I am, right? Oh, and don't you dare forget to remind her that's lacking of one fly in my house. Your daughter can just saunter back in, laze around, and expect to be treated like royalty. No chance in hell that's gonna happen.
You know what, Jacob? Fine, have it your way. I honestly couldn't care anymore. However, just remember that actions have consequences and you won't escape the repercussions of your despicable behavior.
2 years later.
Hey Amanda. Just a heads up. I'll be swinging by your place today to pick up Laura and take her back to my house. I figured you should know in advance.
Huh? What's with the sudden change of plans? Why are you doing this all of a sudden?
Why are you asking such a ridiculously dumb question? Laura happens to be my wife, so obviously I'm taking her back to live with me. What's so mind-boggling about that, huh?
Wait a minute. Didn't you tell me last time that you wanted nothing to do with my daughter and granddaughter anymore? Listen up. If you think you can just waltz back in and use my daughter as your personal maid again, you can kiss that crazy idea goodbye. There's absolutely no chance my daughter is getting back together with you.
What's with this ridiculous attitude? You insane old hag. I already told you. Hand Laura over to me and I damn well mean it. If you refuse, I won't hesitate to call the cops on you for kidnapping. You have no idea what I'm capable of, so don't push me.
Jacob, can you please explain why you're suddenly so desperate to reconcile with my daughter? Just be honest with me, Jacob. I already have a good idea of what's going on.
What on earth are you blabbering about? What do you think you know, huh? I'm not falling for your pathetic trap. Just relay the message to Laura and tell her to get her lazy butt back here. I don't have the time or patience to wait around for her.
Some time later.
Hey, it's Laura. Let me make this absolutely clear, Jacob. I refuse to be under your control any longer and I won't be coming back home. I'll be sending you the divorce papers, so go ahead and sign them.
Huh? Laura? Are you kidding me? Where did this sudden rebellious attitude come from, Laura? In today's world, a man with a wife and kids is more likely to succeed. What's the point of being married to you if we divorce? I'm never getting a divorce.
So you married and had a child with me just for the sake of your career advancement, huh? You're despicable, Jacob.
Listen, Laura. It's not what you're assuming. I was just feeling confused, okay? I genuinely didn't mean what I said. You know that, right?
All right. No need to say more. Do you seriously think I'm going to believe any of the nonsense that comes out of your mouth now? My mom already filled me in on everything, you know? You're only trying to get me back because you're desperate to save your failing career. Am I right?
What in the world are you talking about? This whole situation has absolutely nothing to do with my career. Trust me. The truth is, I want you and our daughter back because I genuinely love and miss both of you. You're incredibly important to me, and I can't bear the thought of losing you.
Well, you sure have a talent for fabricating stories, don't you? But let me set the record straight. No matter how much you plead, the fact remains that you've already been fired and there's absolutely no chance your boss will ever take you back.
But what have I done wrong?
Hey, let's not pretend here. You know exactly what you did, so spare me the victim act. It's a coincidence that your boss happens to be my mom's neighbor. But even if that weren't the case, your shady actions would still be exposed for all to see.
That's absolutely crazy. Honestly, I had no clue that your mom knows my boss. If I had known, I would have handled things differently. I promise you.
Yeah, that's correct. And when he discovered that you had been nothing but abusive towards me and neglecting our child, he was livid. Naturally, a guy who values family like your boss can instantaneously retreat your own kin like disposable objects.
You're the mastermind behind all of this, huh? You sneaky devil. You won't believe what my boss spilled. He straight up told me that he couldn't entrust his team to someone like me. Can you believe it? And that's not all. He even mentioned that he'd informed the CEO and my promotion would be scrapped.
Well, looks like karma finally caught up with you. How does it feel to get a dose of your own medicine?
Laura, seriously? I can't wrap my head around how you're being so ice cold to me. Come on, cut me some slack and forgive me, will you? Let's just hit the rewind button and go back to the good old days when we were together. I know I messed up big time, but hey, I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make things right. So what do you say? Can we give it another shot?
You've got nothing else to say to me, huh? Just admit it. All you ever care about is work and climbing your ladder of success. Well, Jacob, we're through. So long. Goodbye. It turned out that Jacob had been pretending at work, all in his pursuit of a promotion. He went straight to the CEO, trying to defend himself by claiming he was the hardest worker in the company and didn't deserve to be fired. However, the CEO saw through his act and bluntly rejected him, revealing that his performance numbers may have looked good, but he had been using aggressive tactics to secure contracts. Jacob left the CEO's office feeling utterly humiliated by the rejection. After that, Jacob's enthusiasm for work dwindled. His constant errors became a burden, leading to his transfer to a regional department with minimal responsibilities. Once the transfer was finalized, Jacob started repeatedly coming to our house, begging for another chance to reconcile with my daughter. However, when his persistence became overwhelming, we warned him that we would involve the authorities, and he disappeared from our lives. When Jacob's former boss discovered that my daughter was facing difficulties in getting her divorce accepted, he recommended a top-notch attorney. The divorce proceedings went smoothly, and Laura was able to receive compensation for the emotional distress she had endured. I heard from one of Jacob's colleagues that during his last visit to the office, he looked completely different. He had grown a beard and appeared noticeably thinner. Laura and I made a mutual agreement to shower Mary with love and support, ensuring she grows up to be a remarkable person, even in the absence of her father.
Hey, sweetheart. Just checking whether or not I should put your plate away for dinner.
Yeah, you should probably do that. I'm so sorry. It looks like it's gonna be another late night at the office.
Well, technically you're at an industrial plant.
Same difference. I'm not actually in the plant. I'm in the office.
Fine. You win.
I always do.
How was work today? Do you have a minute to talk? It's okay if you don't. I know how busy you've been.
When am I not busy with this job? Work was pretty good today. I can't really complain about much. But you know, I'm not doing the job that I should be doing really.
Have you brought it up to your father since your fight?
No, you know how he feels about these kinds of things. Even though we're living in the 21st century. He's still convinced that a woman can't run an industrial plant the same way a man could. Which is really stupid considering that I'm basically already running the plant.
Exactly. And you've been running the plant for the last 5 years. I really don't understand why your dad just won't give you the job. I mean, he's basically on his way to retirement, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna be 70 in a couple of years. Our family honestly thought that he would be done by now. But he's been working on this business his entire life. 40 years later, and he has a massive property to take care of. I can understand why he wouldn't want to let go of that quite yet.
Just because he doesn't want to doesn't mean that he shouldn't. Of course, I don't understand much about what happens there. Or how it should be run. I'm basically just your trophy husband at this point.
And you are a great trophy husband. Seriously, thank you so much for always being supportive of me. A lot of men would feel intimidated when their wife wants to take over their family's massive company.
Well, it's easy to support you when I know you're perfect for the job. Seriously, no one is as organized or as level-headed as you. It's honestly a miracle that you're not officially a manager, let alone the boss.
Yeah, I don't want to bring it up to my dad quite yet. I mean, even my coworkers agree that I'm basically running the place. They come to me when they have questions about things starting the company. And I'm the one running the meetings for the rest of the plant workers.
And you're the one signing the checks.
And I'm the one that hires people.
What is your dad doing again?
He mainly just looks everything over. He's kind of in a glorified supervisor role. He usually just hands the difficult decisions to me to make. I'm the one in the meetings, manning the phones, and deciding important things for the company's future. It's weird because he basically treats me like I'm the executive at the plant. But he just won't give me the name badge and title to go with it.
Your father's definitely a weird one for that. You really should get one of the times.
He's not the only one. I mean, my brother doesn't have a hardworking bone in his body. He just sits back and lets other people do all the work. He doesn't even like to grab his own lunch. He forces someone else to go off and get it for him. Always paid on a company card. He is the blueprint of the entitled CEOs. And yet everyone knows that the company is probably going to go to him.
He's like 5 years younger than you are. And he doesn't know how to balance the books, let alone run the place.
I know. But at the end of the day, my dad is technically in charge.
Didn't you take care of that a while ago?
Yeah, I did. Not that I feel super great about it. Once my dad passed 60, we all agreed it was best. I just haven't had the heart to tell them. I want to run the company, but I only want to do it when I have his blessing.
That makes sense. I just hope that your father comes to his senses soon enough. But I have to say, if it looks like you might be thinking of passing the reins, so to speak, to your brother, then I would tell him. There's not much that your father could do about it, but your brother might put up a big fight about it.
I don't know. I think it's pretty clear to the board members that David is not equipped to take over. Besides, I could always just talk to him.
How come you made it sound like you're going to take him out back and shoot him or something?
Sorry. I didn't mean to make it sound like it was a mob hit or something. I just mean that, considering that he barely does any of the work he's required to do now. If he really knew what happened behind the scenes of a company, and that he would be in charge of all, but then he might not be so keen to take over.
I sincerely hope that's true. But the thing I'm concerned about is the money.
What? You think multiple 6 figures isn't a good enough paycheck or something?
Sheesh. I had no idea how much you would make running the plant.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work. You can't really be in it for the money.
Well, I'm scared that's what David is in it for. As much as he hates hard work, he might love the paychecks enough to stick with it.
I sincerely hope not. Under David's management, I don't see the company lasting more than a decade.
Well, why don't you tell your father that? Give it some numbers to back it up and maybe he'll listen to you.
That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do just that.
Yeah, that way you can kind of do 2 birds with 1 stone. You can show how terrible David would be for management. And also show him that you know your stuff about the company. Then, at the end of the conversation, you can just slightly let it slip that you would be perfect for the manager position.
I knew I married you for more than just your looks.
Very funny.
But seriously, I love you and I'm thankful for your smart brain. Now, I gotta go back to work. I'll finish off the support and head home.
Your dinner will be in the microwave for you when you get back. Do you want me to run your bath?
Can you get any more perfect?
The next day.
Hey, Dad. Can we talk?
Sure, Pumpkin. What can I do for you? I hope the boys down at the plant aren't working you too hard.
Or, you might want to make sure I'm not working them too hard.
So funny. Anyway, Sarah, what do you need?
Well, I know that you don't like to talk much about this. But it is something we definitely need to talk about.
And what is that, sweetheart?
Well, you are getting close to retirement. And I know you've been putting some thought into the company's future.
Again, with this, honey?
Please, just hear me out.
I feel like I need to explain this to you every couple of days. It's getting ridiculous. I know you're not dumb. And I know that you understand what I'm saying.
Actually, I don't really understand what you're saying. Why don't you think I can do the executive position for the company? Why can't I take everything over after you?
I already gave you all my reasons. I really don't think we need to hash out this conversation yet again. It tires out your old man.
Well, I just want to know. I know you gave me a reason, but maybe I need better ones.
And what's wrong with the reasons that I gave you before?
Because you said that the reason why I couldn't take over for you is because I'm a woman.
Well, it's not only that. I have plenty of women working for me. What I meant was that you're my daughter.
Yes, and? Isn't that more of a reason to have me take over for you? You know, keep the family business in the family?
I fully plan on doing so. But you're my daughter. Businesses aren't handed down between father and daughter. If you catch my drift.
Don't you understand how archaic that is? It's not like we live in the 1900s or something. I've been working at this company a lot longer and harder than my brother has.
That's not fair, sweetheart. You're 4 years older than him.
That may be so, but even if we had started at the same time, I doubt it would be much different than where we are now. I spent countless late nights, going over everything and making sure the company was going to be okay. However, I don't think David has even glanced at a report in his entire career here. You have to know that I would be a way better manager than David. He doesn't do any hard work, and he expects everything to be handed to him. You seriously can't want that for your company.
Okay, I'll admit that David maybe doesn't have the best work ethic. But I'm sure he'll come to his own as he gets older.
You're talking like David is in his early 20s. He's in his 30s, Dad. If he hasn't developed a good work ethic by now, I don't think that he ever will.
Well, you don't know that, honey.
Well, actually, I think I do. You're not the one who has to supervise him. You're not the one that takes in company complaints about him. He is not the person that you want in charge of your company.
Well, then what? Do you want me to give the company to some stranger? I can't do that. I thought you understood that the family company should stay within the family.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. If you let me take over for you after you retire, this company will stay in the family.
This again? Twice in one conversation, kiddo. You know, I'm getting really sick and tired of this conversation. I don't have to explain it to you time and time again.
You haven't given me any valid reasons why you can't give me the company.
You know, this is what I was afraid of making you the head secretary. I was scared that you would think you were too big for your britches. And now look at you. Do you think you have the right to ask me for the company? What have you done, exactly?
Basically, everything. I'm basically running the place. Not you, and definitely not David. When people have a complaint, they come to me. When people want to request time off, they come to me. When people have any concerns about work, they come to me. Even investors come to me first.
Because you're the secretary, honey.
A secretary only answers the phone and books your meetings. I do a lot more than that. And people come to me because they know that with me, things will actually happen. They won't be forgotten by you or disregarded by David. That makes me a good manager. I really deserve the role.
You know, I think your head has gotten too big. Maybe you should take some time off.
What? You can't be serious.
Well, the way that you're talking has made me pretty upset. I feel like giving you some time off so you can sit back and reflect on what you said to me will be good for you. Then maybe you can be humbled a little bit.
I'm not the one that needs to be humbled here.
And what exactly does that mean?
I think you know exactly what that means. It is unfair, Dad. You have to see that it shouldn't matter that I'm a woman. It should matter whether or not I can handle running the company. And if these last 5 years have anything to show, I can do this. I don't know what your hesitation is. If you don't think I'm ready, I swear to you that I am. I've been training for this ever since I was a teenager.
And whenever I ever said I was going to give you the company?
I thought that if I could just show you how good of a leader I am. If I could just show you how I can run the company, it would finally come to your senses. But I guess it's pretty clear that you're never going to.
You better watch your mouth, honey. Because you're my daughter, I've been going easy on you. You don't want me to treat you like every other employee.
Actually, I do. I want you to not see me as your daughter or a woman, but just as a person. Look at all of my work. Everything I've done for this company. Maybe then you'll see that I'm the best match for the new executive position once you're done.
If that's the case, then I'm not retiring. Ever.
So you would rather work until you die rather than just hand me the keys?
Yep.
Fine.
Make sure you take some time off.
Several hours later.
He really said all that? And now he's trying to force you to take time off? Honey, look. I know that you love your dad and all. But he's a real piece of work. I can't believe he's doing all of that.
Neither could I. I mean, I knew he was a bit old-fashioned. But I never knew that he would legitimately refuse to quit if it meant that he needed to hand the company to me. It's so disheartening I don't know what to do.
Are you going to take time off?
I don't want to. I honestly don't know what would happen to the place if I did take any number of weeks off. But I think my dad would kick me out if I showed up on Monday. I don't know what to do.
Look, I know it's your family company and all, but what if you didn't show up on Monday?
Do you mean what I think you mean?
Honey, you are by far the best manager I know. And I know that people would say I'm biased when I'm saying that. But I've worked under a lot of terrible managers. You know your coworkers. You care about them and you always make sure that they have a good work environment. You are the one running that place. And the fact is that someone is trying to take that from you just because you're a woman. Are you sure that's a place you'd want to work?
Well, maybe not in normal circumstances. But it's like you said. This is my family company. It's not like I can very well up and leave.
And what's stopping you? Do you really want to be the head secretary for the rest of your life? With no hopes of ever becoming the executive manager?
I don't know. I have no idea what to do. A part of me says yes, turn away and run. I mean, if any one of my friends were going through this, I would tell her the exact same thing, too. I mean, like it's the 21st century. We should be far past judging people because of their gender.
But again, it's your family company.
Exactly. I wouldn't have worked this long and under these conditions if I didn't believe in the company. And its future. So no, I don't think I could go work for another company.
Okay, it's completely up to you. This is your decision, and I trust you to make it. If you think that fighting for this company is in your best interest, then I'll be right there fighting with you.
Thank you so much, love. That means a lot coming from you.
Hey, I'm just doing what any good husband should do. Backing you up. Now are you going to talk to your dad again? Maybe it's time to tell him.
I don't know. I think even if I did tell him, he would just go to David. So I think I need to talk to David first.
Okay, then talk to David. If you need anything, feel free to call me.
Thank you, honey. I love you.
I love you too, honey.
3 days later.
Hey, David. We need to talk.
Yes, we do.
What? Wow, it's weird for you to take the initiative on something. What do you mean that you need to talk to me as well?
Dad told me that you tried to take the company out from under me. How could you?
No offense, David. But I really don't see you as executive manager material. I'm just looking out for the future of this company.
And what does that mean?
David, can I ask you something?
What?
I just want to know why you're still working here.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you never used to want to. But then after you dropped out of college, you could have just settled here. And that was what? 8 years ago?
Yeah.
And you don't really put any effort into your position.
So what? Why should I need to lift a finger when there are so many people who work for us?
So you didn't want to be here in the first place. And you don't like doing the work now. Then why are you trying to fight me to take over the company?
I don't know. I guess Dad always wanted me to take over the company.
But do you even understand how much work that is? You won't be able to sit back like you do now. People would expect answers from you. You would be in charge of making all the big decisions with the company. You would have to deal with everything.
I guess I never really thought about that, but it can't be that hard of a job considering that you do it every day.
But we're different people, David. I've always been a more organized person. You've always been the free floater.
And what does that mean, exactly?
It doesn't mean anything bad. It doesn't mean anything bad. It's just that you kind of go wherever the wind takes you, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But that doesn't give you the right to try and take the company out from under me.
But if you actually ask yourself, David, do you even want the company? It's a lifelong commitment. I'm basically asking you if you want the most difficult child in the world for the next 30 years.
I never really thought about it that way.
So when Dad comes to you, are you going to say yes to taking over the company?
I don't know. This all seems like a lot of work now. Work that I don't know if I even really want to do.
Exactly.
How am I going to tell Dad that?
Well, you already told me. That's good enough.
What does that mean?
Let's just say that the company isn't as much of Dad as he would like to think.
Okay, I don't really understand what that means.
It's okay. It's a lot easier to talk about you wanting to quit, right?
Yeah. I suppose so. Does that mean you're in charge?
I'm about to be.
2 days later.
Dad, this is the last time I want to have this conversation. Have you changed your mind about giving me the company?
Okay, that is it. You never learn. I already told you. Why can't you just be quiet and listen?
Because it's not right that you're stopping me from taking over the company just because I'm a woman. Just because I'm your daughter. That is very misogynistic. I've been the one that's been running this company. Even David agrees.
What the hell did he say to him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. Besides, he said that. Of his own volition.
I don't know what you're up to, but it stops here.
What? Going to extend my leave of absence? You need to get with the times. Everyone already looks to me as the boss. Hey, look to me like I'm the one running the company. Because I am. You haven't been running the company, you've just been sitting idle. I've been doing all the work. That's why your employees come to me.
That's it. You're out of here. Fired. I was meant to give the company to your brother anyways.
It'll be hard giving away a company that doesn't belong to you anymore.
Huh?
Yeah. The board of members came up to me a few months ago. They were wondering what was going to happen with the company if you were ever to pass unexpectedly. They agreed that I should be the one taking it over. Not David. So they drafted up a document that basically handed the rights of the company to me.
I don't remember citing such a thing.
Well, you did. We had a meeting about it and everything. But the thing is, you were on your phone the entire time. You couldn't even sit and listen, then all because I was leading the meeting. So, when it came down to signing the documents, after, you just signed them.
What? That's illegal.
You signed them in sound mind and body.
No! If anyone asks, I just played insanity. I'll say I wasn't in the right mind.
Wow, even then, the company would automatically go to me. If you're proven unfit due to age, the company automatically goes to me.
How dare you? How could you do this to me?
I'm just looking out for the company's future. I'm sorry that you can't see that, but everyone else can. When the company outlives you, you'll be thanking me that I am the one in charge. I'll make sure that our family company continues long past your death.
You insolent girl. Just you wait.
Do whatever you like, Dad. You are retiring from the company. You weren't doing much anyway. I just wish it didn't have to be this way.
I can't believe it. Your mother will be furious.
Actually, it was Mom who convinced me to do it.
So what? My entire family is disobeying me?
You seriously need to get with the times. Your severance package will be in the mail. The rest of your things will be mailed out to you shortly. We really want to thank you for all you've done for the company. But for now, I'll take the reins.
I'll sue you.
You'll sue your own company? That'll cost you a fortune. I don't think you have the guts to. You should just enjoy retirement, Dad. After a few heated family dinners and late-night discussions with my mom, my dad decided not to sue and to instead go quietly. Not surprisingly, David wasn't too far behind him. He decided to use his severance package to go traveling around the world and find his passion. From what it looks like, his passion is a lot of women and clubs. But I sincerely hope that he figures out what to do with his life. The company didn't change much, as expected. I really was running the place, so having my brother and dad out of there didn't make too much of a difference. There were a lot fewer complaints though. In fact, when I made the formal announcement about a month after the fact, many of the plant workers were surprised. They hadn't realized that my dad and brother were gone. Now that I can finally be the boss of the company without having to answer to my father, I can see the family company going a long way.
Answer your phone right now. Sorry, I missed your call. Is something wrong? I can't believe my son married you. How clueless are you? Don't you know basic manners? Maybe you didn't know, but when someone misses a call, they usually call back as soon as possible.
I'm really sorry about that. It's just that right now, I can't make phone calls. I'm swamped with meetings at work. Is there something you need to tell me that you can't over text?
Yes, for heaven's sake. Now you get it. For lunch today I want a grilled chicken salad. I don't know any of the restaurants around here. I have no idea which ones are good or bad. Could you search online for a good restaurant, then go and get a salad and bring it to me? It's not that hard. Isn't Googling things supposed to be your specialty?
Are you kidding me? You want me to do all that right now? Right now, I'm really busy with work. Can I get it for you later for dinner?
Did you not read my texts? I said I wanted it for lunch, didn't I?
I'm sorry, Gwen, but I have no choice. I wish I could do that for you, but I'm in the middle of work. I'm on break, so that's why I've been able to text you. But I have to go back soon. After my break time, I'll be working non-stop until the evening. Can you please wait until work is over to go and get it? I know it's a long wait, but I promise I'll get it from wherever you want.
Ugh, I can't believe you don't get it. As my daughter-in-law, my comfort and happiness should be your top priority. If I ask you to do something, you need to do it right away.
But I really want to go get you that, but right now I'm really busy.
You're worthless, aren't you? I had a bad feeling about you from the moment I saw you. But now I know that you're absolutely worthless.
What? What do you mean by that?
Cindy, don't you work from home? Can't you pretty much work whenever you want? You said they're very flexible. Most days aren't you just lounging at home on your laptop? If that's the case, then it should be no big deal to go pick me up a chicken salad. Can't you just order it online and then go and get it? You can do it all online now, right?
Oh, did Brian tell you that? Well, it is true that I could probably order delivery for you, but to be honest, I would rather if you did that yourself if you're in such a hurry.
Excuse me? Why are you making such a fuss about this? And the time I've been texting, couldn't you have already done it?
It's just. Whenever I've gone and done those things, I've always had to pay for it with my own money. You never once offered to pay me back.
That's what's bothering you? Why are you so stingy about the cost of it? If it makes your mother-in-law happy, then you shouldn't have any complaints about it.
I'm really sorry again, but I honestly can't go and do that right now. If that's something you really need right now, could you ask Brian if he can?
Really? You must be joking. Like I would ever make Brian run errands for me. Brian is the pillar of this family. He's the main earner, isn't he? Unlike you, this duty falls on you. Now go and get lunch for me.
I just told you, I can't right now.
I am really losing my patience with you. Cindy, how many times do I have to repeat myself? At this rate, I don't think you'll ever get it through your thick head. I guess I have no choice but to teach you a lesson on how to treat me.
What are you talking about?
Exactly what I said, you dimwit. If a daughter-in-law won't listen to her mother-in-law, then she needs some discipline, don't you think? In order for you to finally understand, I'm guessing I'll have to punish you when you disobey. You forced me to take this drastic measure.
What do you mean by punishment? I can understand if you want to scold me on this, but punishment? What are you planning to do?
Let's start with no TV for a week, shall we? It has to be something serious, right? This is a punishment that will really hurt you, won't it?
You know that I always watch my shows after work. That's how I motivate myself to work hard at my job. I'm the kind of person who loves binge watching a series if I have the chance. Can you please forgive me this one time? I promise to do better in the future.
I see you're finally getting it, aren't you? Now if you want to watch TV in peace this week, go ahead and buy me lunch right now.
But Please, can you cut me some slack this one time?
If you want, we could change your punishment. How about you're banned from driving for a week instead? If you don't go and buy me lunch, you'll have to choose one of these two as your punishment, alright?
What? That's also insanely harsh. Where we live now, I need a car to get anywhere. Isn't that basically confining me to the house?
I don't like this. I don't like that. What a spoiled brat you are. I guess if that's the case, then you have no choice but to just go and buy me lunch like I asked. Stop whining and just hurry up and do it already.
You can't be serious. Fine. I'll go and buy it right now. It should only take 30 minutes or so.
Now, wouldn't that have been much easier if you just said that in the beginning? Maybe you've learned your lesson now. No matter what, you can't disobey me. I don't know if it will stick though. You're such a slow learner after all.
I'm sorry I didn't go sooner. What do you want on your salad?
2 grilled chicken salads, both with dressing on the side.
Got it.
Oh whoops. I forgot to tell you something. If you don't get my lunch to me soon, then I'll still have to give you one of the punishments we discussed earlier, okay? Don't even think about sulking or complaining or anything like that, got it? You're the one who wasted all of my precious time. Make sure you're here within the next 30 minutes.
I don't know if I can get there that fast, but I'll try to hurry.
Over 1 month later.
You're truly the most worthless daughter-in-law I've ever seen. How did my neighbor get so lucky? I wish I had a daughter-in-law that's half as good as hers.
What's wrong? Did I do something to upset you?
The problem is that you don't do anything. You're lazy.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
My neighbor said that she's going to Alaska with her daughter-in-law. Her daughter-in-law suggests that they go somewhere cool since it's been so hot lately. My neighbor said that her daughter-in-law invited her and everything.
Wow, that's so nice of her. Alaska would be lovely this time of year. I've been there a few times.
Are you really this dense?
Huh? I'm not sure what I did, but I'm really sorry. Did you have something else you wanted to say?
I can't believe this is happening. Can you not even follow or understand something as simple as this? Normally, daughter-in-laws invite their mother-in-laws to go have lunch together or take a trip together. You've never once done something like that. After what I said, the next thing from you should have been inviting me to do something like that.
What? Really? I'm supposed to do that?
Who else should do it? You should take this opportunity to try and learn from my neighbor's daughter-in-law about how to treat your mother-in-law.
I'm really sorry, I didn't know. I hope it's okay if I ask. But why do you want to go on a trip? Your birthday was a couple of months ago, right?
Honestly, I can't even have a basic conversation with you about anything. You don't even respect me as your mother-in-law, do you? There doesn't have to be any sort of special occasion for you to invite me on a trip or something. Have you ever thought about trying to build a good relationship with me? Knowing you, it probably never crossed your mind. I've started to wonder if there's anything in that head of yours at all. It seems completely empty to me.
Oh, I think I get it now. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but that was never my intention. I should have invited you to do something.
Yes, you certainly should have. Can you see why your actions would get off that impression? I wonder if you don't understand because you're a little immature.
I see, I'm so sorry, I was careless.
From now on, I hope you seriously spend more time thinking about how to make me happy.
Yes, I promise I'll really take that into account in the future. Do you have any plans in about a month? If not, would you like to take a road trip? We could drive over to the next state and see some of the sights. I was thinking we could just decide on exactly what we wanted to do and stay when we get there.
Would you look at that? It looks like you're now completely hopeless after all. That sounds fun. Let's go.
Great.
Now that I think about it though, there aren't really any nice hotels in that area we could stay at. Make sure you book us a room somewhere. One more thing. Make a place that actually has good room service. The world is such a dangerous place these days.
Sounds good. I'll see what I can find. Anything else you want me to look for? Oh, and before I go too deep into this, how much do you want to spend on the trip?
Spend. On what?
Did I say something wrong?
Of course you did. You're supposed to pay for everything on the trip.
Wait. What? Hold on a second. Why do I have to pay for everything? Can't we just split the cost of the room and stuff?
Absolutely not. My neighbor told me that her daughter-in-law paid for their whole trip, and she didn't have to worry about anything. Their trip was much more expensive than this road trip. You're getting off easy. You're so cheap, you know that? How did you even get married? You must be living off Brian's money, right? Then you can afford to pay for this trip.
Please don't say that. I'm not living off Brian. We both contribute to our living expenses. It would be hard for us if I had to pay for everything.
Don't lie to me. I know you have enough money to pay for this trip with both of your salaries.
Maybe, but that's not fair.
Fair? Who cares about fair? You owe me this much after all I've done for you. You just admitted that you have enough money, didn't you? Then it's settled. You're paying for everything.
Wait a minute. This was my idea, remember? I'm the one who's doing all the research, planning, booking, everything. You're not doing anything for this trip. And now you want me to pay for everything too?
How dare you talk back to me? Well, you better watch out next time I see you.
Watch out. What do you mean by that? Are you gonna hit me again? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Can we just forget about this?
Fine. Then use the money that you're stealing from my son, and pay for this trip. I can't wait to brag about this to my neighbor. You're finally acting like a real daughter-in-law.
Okay, enough already. You don't have to rub it in. And for the record, I'm not stealing from Brian. I never have and never will. But fine, I'll pay for everything this time. I hope you enjoy the road trip.
Of course I will. Thanks for paying. Maybe if this trip goes well, we can get along better.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. I'll let you know when I have some options for you to choose from.
I'll be waiting.
3 weeks later.
We're on our way. Leaving the house now. Almost there. Why aren't you picking up? Is everything okay?
Oh, oops. Sorry about that. I was so busy getting everything ready.
It's okay. I'm glad you're excited. The weather is amazing today. Perfect for a road trip, right?
Oh, absolutely. I was afraid it would rain. I've been looking forward to this so much. I've been telling my neighbor all about it. Oh, by the way, did I tell you about my plans for the road trip? I thought we should take 2 cars. I hope that's okay with you.
Wait. 2 cars? Not 1? We're going to take my car and your car on the trip? Like we'll be driving separately?
Exactly. I hope that's okay.
Oh, sure. It's just that I thought since my car is pretty big that we'd all go together.
Isn't this trip supposed to be about bonding as a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law? So I figured we'd have a car for the boys and a car for us girls. You're the one who came up with this road trip idea to improve our relationship. If it was a normal day, of course we'd all go together. But today is special, so we should drive separately. That way we could have some quality time and get to know each other better.
I see. Well, I just talked to Brian. He said he forgot to mention that you said that. Sorry for the confusion. I'm looking forward to driving with you today. It'll be fun. And don't worry about driving. You can leave it all to me.
Oh, no need to worry about that at all. I was actually planning on driving the whole way myself. I hope that's all right. All I ask is that you sit next to me and keep me company on the road. I have so many things I want to talk to you about. I don't know if we'll have enough time for everything. It's been ages since I've had a proper road trip like this, especially as the driver. I've been dying to show off my driving skills.
Okay, sure. Thanks for driving the whole time then. I'm excited to chat with you too. No need to thank me.
I love driving long distances. We're waiting for you guys outside our house in the driveway. We're all packed and ready to go.
1 hour later.
Gwen, where are you? I can't find you anywhere in the gas station. I'm in the parking lot now, but you're nowhere to be seen. Neither is the car? Gwen, where are you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I must have zoned out. I totally forgot that you were with me.
Are you serious?
Sadly, yes. I'm not at the gas station anymore. I can't believe I forgot about you. Silly me. I just drove off to our next stop without checking. Right now, I'm at the highway rest stop. I guess my phone was silent, I didn't hear any of your calls.
You've got to be kidding me. How could you just forget that you had me in your car? And where are Dustin and Brian? I haven't seen their car at all this trip. I've called them both several times too, but they never answer.
Well, obviously Brian can't answer the phone while he's driving. And Dustin, now that you mention it, he usually takes a nap around this time. Maybe that's why he's not picking up.
Wait. What is happening? I was only gone for a few minutes. I told you I was going to the bathroom real quick. What did you do?
Oh, did you say that? I don't remember that.
Why didn't you wait for me to come back before leaving? Even if you didn't hear me, how could you just leave me behind?
I already told you. I just zoned out.
Ugh, whatever. So, is Brian at the rest stop with you now?
No. Brian and I are both competitive and like to race each other to the destination. That's just how we are. That's why you got left behind. I was so focused on beating Brian, I didn't think about you.
So you just left, even though I wasn't in the car and never wondered where I was?
Like I said, I didn't realize that you had gotten out of the car. It's your own fault for not driving anyway.
That is such a load of crap. You didn't forget by accident. You left me here at this gas station on purpose, out of spite. Isn't that the truth?
Well, maybe you're not entirely wrong about that. The truth is, I don't see you as family. Since you're not family, I don't care about you or pay attention to you. That must be why I never noticed that you weren't in the car and just kept driving. Maybe it's a bit harsh for me to say that, but it's the truth, and you need to hear it. My son deserves better than a parasite like you.
Is that what this is about? Well, too bad for you too, but it looks like you won't have anything to eat for tomorrow.
Huh? What do you mean we won't have anything to eat? Did you make a typo or something? Or maybe you finally snapped. I guess that happens sometimes. People get so scared that they lose their minds.
No typo and no snap. I meant what I said and I'm perfectly sane. I know everything, Gwen. Every month Brian gives you money to support your lifestyle, doesn't he?
How do you know that?
How do I know? Brian and I are married. How wouldn't I know?
I told Brian to keep this a secret from you. He betrayed me and disobeyed me? Anyway, I still don't get what you're trying to say. The fact that he gives me money has nothing to do with you or what you're talking about.
Actually, it does. You see, I'm the one who's been giving you all that money this whole time.
What? No way. Why didn't Brian ever tell me?
Think about it from Brian's perspective, especially where he grew up. It wasn't very common for the wife to make all the money. He's ashamed to tell you. That's why he never said anything about how I'm actually the one supporting you guys. We've had to support you because you're so bad with money. I know your social security isn't much, but you can live on it. But I guess you can't because of your terrible spending habits? Well, if that's how you want to treat me, things are going to change. I'm going to stop supporting you guys financially, so that means no food for you, I guess.
Stop right there. I don't believe that you're the one who's actually making all the money. If that was true, then you would know exactly how much he's been giving me. That proves you're lying to me.
Oh, that's easy. It's $3,000 a month, right?
What? You really do know? So you're telling me that all the money was from you this whole time? What kind of work do you do again?
I've been pretty private about it until now. I'm on the management board at a big company. That's how I can make $400,000 a year. Brian and I are actually going to be parents soon too. Because of that, I probably won't be able to send you the usual $3,000 a month. By the way, do you know how much Brian makes?
Wait a minute. $400,000? And you're on the board of directors?
Yep. That's right.
I had no idea what you're saying is actually true, isn't it?
It's the truth. Why would I ever lie about something like this?
Why didn't you tell me sooner? Did I do something to hurt you or something? Oh, first things first. I'm turning around to come get you right now.
Oh, there's no need for that.
No, really? I'll come get you right now. I'm a bit far away, so it might take a while to get there, but I am coming. I'm sorry.
Really? You don't need to do that. I just heard back from Brian. I told him everything that happened, and he's already on his way to pick me up.
What? Where is he? Maybe I can still get there first.
He's already on the way. There's no need for you to turn around. Oh, and by the way, our plans have changed. Brian and I are going home after he picks me up.
What? Why would you do that? What about our hotel reservation? My 5-star gourmet dinner?
Gwen, you deliberately left me at a gas station while we were on a road trip. Because of that, I really don't think we can have fun on this road trip together.
How could you? Do you have any idea how much I've been looking forward to this trip? You knew how excited I was about this road trip. How could you do this to me?
Gwen, this is not my fault. It's all yours. Just so you know, Brian and Dustin are really angry with you over what happened. You better brace yourself for a long talk with both of them when you get back.
This is unbelievable. You've ruined everything. My trip, my plans, my dreams. And now you have the nerve to get mad at me?
Oh, come on. Can't we just let bygones be bygones and move on with our lives? You know, you're really stressing me out and you're constant whining. Maybe you need some discipline to calm you down.
Discipline? Are you out of your mind?
Well, you seem to like that word a lot. Remember how you always used to threaten me with it whenever you wanted me to do something for you?
You wouldn't dare. What's gotten into you? Why can't you just drop it? It was a mistake.
A mistake that you made on purpose. Don't play dumb with me. I have all the evidence right here in our messages.
That was... It's not what it looks like.
Don't you think that actions have consequences? Especially when those actions involve leaving me stranded in the middle of nowhere? And making me do all the work for this trip? Didn't I suggest that we visit some nice places? Well, we did.
It's not what it looks like, I swear. I can explain. I didn't mean to. I was just stressed out by the travel. I wasn't myself. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Do you really think that I'm stupid and gullible? Do you think I can just forget what you did to me and pretend nothing happened? You're the one who loves discipline so much. Why don't you beg for me for a chance to make it up to me? Your husband seems to agree with me. He was the one who said we should cancel everything. You know how much money we lost because of that? But I don't care. It was worth it to teach you a lesson. Never mess with your daughter-in-law.
How dare you talk to me like that? You have no right to treat me this way. You're supposed to respect me and listen to me.
Now that's funny. Respect and listen to you. After what you did to me. The only reason I agreed to this trip was because I wanted to make you happy. And what did I get in return? You dumped me at the gas station and drove away. Did you really think I would still pay for everything? You've been so selfish and demanding lately.
Shut up. You're the worst. Fine, I'll go by myself and stay at the hotel. I don't need any of you.
Sorry, but that's not an option. The hotel has already confirmed the cancellation. But hey, feel free to find another place to stay tonight. Just don't expect us to help you with that. You're on your own.
Why are you doing this to me? Why now?
Don't they say that a smart person should always keep some tricks up their sleeve? Oh, by the way? And Dustin asked me to tell you something. He said if you don't get home before him, he's going to change all the locks on the house. Better hurry up then.
Fine, I get it. I see how it is. I'll go home then. Is that what you want? Fine, just tell him I'm on my way.
3 days later.
Can I talk to you for a minute? I have something really important to tell you.
I'm not busy. What is it?
Well, actually, Dustin told me that I need to get a job and start working. I was wondering if maybe you could help me out.
Sure, what do you need help with? And why did he say that? It doesn't sound like him.
He said that I need to pay you back for all the money you spent on me. I can't believe it. Dustin didn't offer to help me pay it off.
Oh, I see what's going on.
He said that I can't use his savings, but that I have to work and earn the money to pay you back. Don't you think that's just plain mean of him? He said I have to pay back all the money you gave us too, even though he used some of it as well. Don't you think he should pay you back too?
Oh, I think I get it. I don't think you're going to like what I have to say, but honestly, I agree with him. I don't think there's anything mean about it at all.
How can you say that to me? How can you say that to someone who has never worked in her life, except when I was young and single? How fair is it for him to suddenly order me to get a job and earn money? It's ridiculous. It makes me mad.
I think it just shows that what goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. You know, like karma. You brought this on yourself. But don't worry, I'm sure you can find a job and work hard.
Why are you siding with him on this? That's not the only thing he said. He also said I need to make up for leaving you at the gas station. He said I should pay you an extra $5,000 for that. You can't really think that's fair. Isn't that awful?
Well, it costs a lot of money to cancel everything that day. When you consider that, don't you think an extra $5,000 is reasonable?
No. No way. I already have to pay you back for the fees. How is an extra $5,000 on top of that reasonable? Shouldn't you be on my side on this? That's what a daughter-in-law should do.
I'm sorry, but I won't be on your side on this. I was the victim of the whole situation. I don't think it's normal for the victim to side with the perpetrator.
Are you still holding a grudge over that? Haven't I apologized enough times for that? I said sorry, so how can you still think it's okay for him to demand that of me?
Gwen, are you sure you meant to text me? Did you confuse me with someone else who usually listens to your complaints? Is that what you expect from me? You're gonna tell me all of that and then I'm going to agree with you and sympathize with you. Sorry, but in this situation, I have no reason to do that. To be honest, seeing you like this makes me happy.
Why would you say that? It's not like you need the money. At a time like this, shouldn't you tell Dustin to go easy on me since you have plenty of money? You could say that and end this nonsense in a second. I know Dustin will listen to whatever you say, so come on, help me out here.
Okay, fine. I'll talk to him. I'll tell him. I think it's a great idea to make you work. You're right though. I don't need the money, I have too much of it. Sometimes I don't know what to do with it all. But more importantly, I see it as compensation for all the horrible things you said and did to me. When I think of it that way, I think it's more fair.
You're awful. Don't you think this is too much? I'm really sorry for what I did. Can't you just forgive me and let this go?
You know, saying sorry is not enough to be forgiven. There are other things that matter too. Like making up for your mistakes. That's something you should really think about. I don't know when I'll be able to see you again without feeling angry and remembering what you did. I would never be able to relax around you if you don't make it up to me.
Don't say that. Don't you know how hard it will be for me to get a job? I can't just start working at this age. Can't you see why I'm so upset about this? It's horrible what you two are doing to me.
But isn't it you, Gwen, who did so many things to hurt me on purpose? If I recall correctly, the best kind of punishments are the ones that actually affect the person being punished. And since all you care about is money and luxury, having to work is perfect. I'm honestly impressed by Dustin's idea. He deserves a medal for that.
Stop joking with me. This is ridiculous. Isn't there anything else I can do? If you can just forgive me and forget this one time. I promise from now on, I'll be as nice as possible. Please tell me there's another way to solve this.
No, I don't think there's any other way. To be honest, I've had enough of you trying to be nice and build a relationship with me from now on. If you need something, please talk to Brian instead. I don't want to stay in touch like this anymore.
You're kidding.
Well, then good luck with your job search. Sorry, something came up. I have to go.
Wait. You can't just leave in the middle of our conversation. You can't just ignore me like this and act like I don't exist.
To repay the money she owed me, Gwen had no other option but to find a part-time job without much consideration. Unexpectedly, she started working at a local grocery store. One day, she happened to encounter her neighbor, to whom she had always boasted about how Dustin's income was sufficient for her not to work. When she realized that her neighbor had seen her working, she froze like a deer caught in headlights. Since then, it seems like they haven't even spoken once. She has become as quiet as a mouse when it comes to bragging. Moreover, Gwen hasn't made any attempt to contact me since our last conversation. Honestly, it has been quite pleasant not having her constantly bothering and belittling me. I had forgotten how happy I could feel.